Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy, and thank you everyone for staying around for this late session. So Cooper Metals has been around for 2.5 years. Our flagship project is in the Mt Isa region, and we're a copper gold explorer. So just a bit snapshot of the company. We've got a market cap of about 9 million. We've only got 80 million shares on issue. We're quite healthy with cash in the bank at $4.4 million, so we're well funded. We've got our major shareholders are the Lau Resources Fund and Iwella, which is a great endorsement for the company. And we've got three main projects, two in Queensland around Mt Isa and one in WA, the Guru Project. I'll mainly be talking about Mt Isa today. We've got a small board of three, a mixture of finance and geology experience. I've got 30 years experience in mining and exploration and copper gold space, mineral sands, industrial minerals and other commodities. So there's four main reasons that we really like the Mt Isa region. We do have a very large project area, over 1,600 square kilometres, and we're surrounded by some really good neighbours like Carnaby, which have demonstrated that there's some good mineralisation. They've delineated around 20 million tonnes of copper gold ore just in the last 12 months or so. And it's very highly prospective, as you can see with these recent discoveries by Carnaby, by Hammer Metals and ourselves. It's a strong mining district. You've got the Mt Isa mines, Ernest Henry, Eloise, you've got True North, so there's several mines in the area and infrastructure as well. There's great potential for growth for Cooper Metals. We've got over 50 targets that we've delineated in the last 2.5 years, and we're systematically working through those targets. Just briefly on Brumby Ridge, so we were very excited late last year when we started. We got a great intercept of 71 metres at 2.8% at Brumby Ridge. We did a few holes around there late last year, then we paused during the wet season and we came back this year and did some follow-up work with the diamond drilling, etc., and some more RC. Unfortunately, the diamond drilling came up and we hit some narrow zones of mineralisation, and I thought I'd spend a little bit of time explaining that. So you can see in the plan here that the pink zones there are some narrow zones of quartz carbonate copper mineralisation. And when we did our initial holes, this is a little bit busy, but when we did some initial holes in 2023, we, by fluke, basically went down some east-west trending zones of mineralisation, what we're calling mineralised fault breccia zones. So the geology is really heading in this northwesterly direction, but there are some on echelon fault systems that are crisscrossing that mineralisation, and we were just fluky enough to hit those. Now, those narrow mineralised zones that head in an east-west style of direction are around 5 metres wide. Is there enough critical mass there at Brumby Ridge? I'm not sure. There needs to be more work done in that area. Just showing you in section there, you can see in section that we've done quite a number of holes in that area, quite a lot of diamond holes. The main two veins that you can see there are vertical. They gave us a really good IP anomaly and a good geochem anomaly at surface. And that white sort of blob in the middle is this narrow fault breccia zone that we managed to drill down late last year. Now, the positives that have really come out of this is that we know that there's a strong hydrothermal system along this fault. So there's a fault system running up here that goes for about 30 kilometres. Brumby Ridge is sitting right there, and there's a good hydrothermal system along it. There's also a number of other prospects in this region, all within 10 kilometres of each other. Now, this year we've been out there, we've already been doing about 4,000 metres of drilling and a lot of soil sampling. So we're targeting these main structures through here with soil sampling using a portable XRF so we can rapidly screen the area, and we're generating targets as we go. Now, in April, we just finished a 2,000 metre drill program, 12 RC holes. Those assays or samples are in the lab, and we should be getting those results shortly, so I can give an update to the market about that. Just briefly covering off on some of those. Matrix Wet South, which is only about 5 kilometres from Brumby Ridge, does have a very strong soil anomaly that goes for about 500 metres there that you can see in plan. We did some initial drilling there in 2023 and we had low-grade mineralisation from surface up to 65 metres at 0.3 0.34% copper. We thought this was really quite interesting. Where's the copper coming from? There is a coincident VTEM anomaly there. So we've done 3 more holes in that area, 500 metres, testing underneath that, and those assays should be out shortly. Similarly, Matrix West North also has a coincident geochem and VTEM anomaly. We've done 4 holes there with assays due shortly. And our Raven prospect, this plan here shows the geochem anomalism in that area. It's quite extensive. Now that Raven was discovered with our VTEM program, that's an airborne EM program that we did last year. And there's mineralisation at surface, and our initial drilling in 2023 did hit some economic intercepts like 10 metres at 1.3, 15 metres at 1, and some good gold grades there. Now this is quite a shallow plunging chute, and we did a downhole EM survey late last year, and that indicated that there was an off-hole EM anomaly, which you can see in this section. So this is a long section. This is the area we drilled in 2023. The downhole EM anomaly is here shown in pink, and the idea is to test this downhole EM anomaly, which was quite strong. So we've done some drill holes there, and we'll have those results due out shortly as well. Last prospect that we just drilled recently was called the Yamarna. It's a coincident geochem and IP anomaly, and we've just sunk a 200-metre hole into that to test the guts of that IP and geochem anomaly. So you can see we've got a number of targets to follow up on. In our northern part of our tenure, up near the Barbara deposit. Now the Barbara deposit was a 5 million tonne copper gold deposit, and it has a VTEM signature. Now we did a VTEM survey through our tenure in here in 2023, and we highlighted 10 different VTEM anomalies. Now 3 of those look very promising, and the geophysicist has modelled some robust plates of EM anomalism, which started about 40 to 50 metres below surface. So we'll be drill testing those later this year. So over the last 2.5 years, we've been building a pipeline of targets through our 1,600 square kilometres of tenure. We're rapidly assessing those in a systematic way, and we'll be continuing to drill throughout 2024, testing those targets. Just one other project we've got in the Cloncurry region, which consists of 2 tenements. It's not far from AIC's Eloise mine, which is a high-grade copper gold deposit. Now this map shows a magnetic map on the left, and we've got the geology on the right. You've got the Eloise deposit here, and there's a number of other deposits like Jericho that was recently discovered by D Metallica that's now owned by AIC Mines. Now Jericho has an EM anomaly associated with it, and this area is undercover, so the rocks don't outcrop its surface, and EM is the main tool when you're looking for these style of deposits. Now, our tenement through here, shown in white, is in a very prospective region at the contact between the Mount Norma quartzite and the Tool Creek volcanics. So we intend to do some more EM there and then drill test any targets. But I really like this area down here where there's a strong magnetic anomaly. It's only had 1 drill hole there by BHP. They never explained the magnetic anomaly, so we'll be doing some EM there as well to test those targets. Just quickly, our Guru project in WA, it's an early greenfields project. It's not far from Silver Lake Resources Deflector deposit, which has over 1.2 million ounces of gold. We've identified 5 gold anomalies in that region through several phases of soil geochemistry. So we're just going through the approval process that we can follow that up with aircore and RC drilling as well. ESG, we take that very seriously, and we have a strong focus on environment and community and our stakeholder engagement. So just lastly, the 4 main points I'd like to bring up. I'll just mention the copper price now. It's now touching $10,000 a tonne, so that's exciting for all of us copper explorers and producers. We see significant share price growth potential with our numerous targets that we have, and we have a healthy budget to follow these up with over $4.4 million in the bank and a very busy program for 2024. So look, if you want more information, please come and see me at the booth. Thank you.